Look at the depth this has, beautiful. I like to start on a dark gray base coat. In my glaze, in my mother glaze, I have black, mostly black, Hooker's green. I'm gonna generously apply. Because it's on that gray background instead of black, I'm getting a beautiful grain out of this. You see how fat it is. When we say fat is, or greasy is another term we use. I mean, I put a lot of material in here. I don't want it to be thin. I know what I'm gonna do on top of that. I need to have a little bit of body. And I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that black. And now I'm just gonna start adding here and there. I need to have zones that are darker and zones that are a little bit lighter, just to create something interesting. I'm picking up a little bit of that yellow sienna, the yellow ochre, and creating here and there some zones that are lighter. Again, I don't want to blend in with what I've done in black, because I don't want to mix it of the colors. I want to have the color retain their strength. I'm gonna use my Chiqueteur. I'm gonna start with the lighter section first and work back into the dark section and really create this amazing pattern already. You see, when I'm going through, in other words, when I press hard on the Chiqueteur, I'm opening up the glaze and I'm exposing that gray background. And by doing so, I'm creating even more textures. We're gonna let it set just about 5 minutes. And with my old badger, I'm just gonna smooth it out. The final smooth. This is nice and dry. This is from a day ago. Now I'm gonna apply the studio set glaze, a generous amount. So now I'm gonna do the other glazing. I want something transparent but dark. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glaze, and as I'm hitting the lighter glaze, I'm just dragging this across. That's it. Just a little darker. And across some of the lighter veins here and there. Again with my glaze, medium glaze there, a little bit of black, a little Payne's gray, bit of black, bit of green. So I have a darker color. And then inside some of those little fragments, adding just a little bit more drama. I'm gonna do a little bit of spattering. So you get a very dark but liquid juice like this. And then with a knife, I'm just gonna draw it and create beautiful, right? Look at this, beautiful. Go in there, barely touch it. I'm gonna add a little bit of a greenish white vein. this we're gonna build up a few coats. So here we go. This is our first coat. I'm using Gilt as well, nice and fat, using my little Frenchy roller there. I want to get a nice amount. I'm almost, over rolling it essentially, just because look at the depth of this. Some crazy colors. Green is beautiful. Straight across. Look at it. Nice. Oh my God. Now it's gonna stretch beautifully. All right, and then keeping with our technique, is I'm gonna go across and tip it. We're gonna let this dry an hour or so. It's gonna dry beautifully, and then put another coat. I'm trying to build up as many coats as possible.